We're live on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show today. It's a fun Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. Do a little bit of something different. Kind of show us a way of getting some Scrum Master experience or Agile experience without necessarily having a Scrum team right away. And I turn off the music there. So it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show, and I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And today I want to share a little intro to robotics. Robotics. This is an underwater. We call it a sea perch robotic. Okay. This is. I think this was my first experiment when they taught me how to do the class. So this thing's like 4 years old. I'm hoping it works. I have to charge up the batteries. The batteries I've been using like 3 years because of COVID. So we'll see how it works. And I got a Scrum team. I'll talk about that. I got a team of kids and how I'm coaching them, and it's great. And I'm going to talk about the depth of why this is very helpful and very rewarding as an agile coach and as a person. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today and how you could do something similar to this to practice your skills as an agile coach in other realms besides coding or IT or a company or whatever. Especially good for those looking for a job. And we're going to do Fortune Cookie Friday, right, Bubbles? Bubbles is here. Fortune Cookie Friday. Do you need? She's looking for you. Want? I'm gonna pick you up. Oh, there she is. There's the Bubs. She's sleeping. She's a sleepy kitty. Anyway, so what do we do here? We talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way, so you can bring value to your customer, not work crazy hours, and have fun along the way. This is part of the fun part where you learn these skill sets, and then you transpose them or share them with others. But here's an interesting thing. People always ask me, well, how do you get people to become agile and how do you do this? I am teaching in subtle ways, agile and Scrum, those techniques, that framework to this class of what would be between fifth graders and eighth graders. So junior high kind of thing. The techniques and tools, they don't know it, but I'm using it with them and having them develop them. Like if you saw my post on LinkedIn the other day, I posted up where I had them develop goals for the team, what they want to achieve, no matter what they are. It doesn't always be so crazy, purposeful, and technocratic, right? So business-like. And then also how they want to do team norms, basics, things I do with every Scrum team I coach or Scrum Master or whatever is going. I'm doing those two things. What are your goals as a group? What do you want to achieve? And then what are your rules for working together, right? So we did that already. So that was step one. So you can call this sprint zero if you'd like. Another sprint zero thing. Oh, and did I show the robot? Here's the robot. So we're going to talk about this robot a little bit. There's lots of, it's PVC pipe, and it's actually going to fall apart in my hands. It's been so long. I don't know if you can see it falling apart there. It's PVC pipe. So they have to cut the PVC, drill some holes so it sinks, because otherwise it's a big floating bubble, and put engines and there is a controller box. So they have to learn how to solder. There's a little controller box. I want to break it because I want to use it plugged in with the little category 5, Cat 5 cable. And it operates 3 engines and then pilots itself, right, underwater. And you do obstacle courses and things like that. So what am I doing? I'm doing kind of a sprint zero with them right now. And I'll put some videos as I go along of them maturing what they're doing. So in my sprint zero, go with sprint zero. They're learning how to use the tools they have. Like if you were going to a company, they never used Jira before, never used Azure before, never used the coding tool that they have there. Maybe using Bamboo, maybe using some kind of other activity to package the software and post it or anything. I'm getting to learn how to cut PVC, drill holes. I mean, these are 10th grader, 10-year-olds, right? So they are learning the basics of this stuff. So far they've cut the PVC pipe, drilled holes, learned about buoyancy and how it affects it. What happens when you drill holes? It sinks, and put the foam on it. And then later on, I have them learn how to solder. So they're doing a little bit, zero sprint stuff. One of the things I do want to do, I want to encourage them. Every time we do something in every class, I treat every class as a sprint. They demo what they do. They float it, get observations, put some feedback loops. What do they learn? That's what sprint review is about. So at the end of every 1 hour session, we do a little review. We have them demonstrate, show operation of a vehicle or something, or show demo it, right? And I go look at it, and I have some other parents that are helping too. We just make sure that they're going through those realms. So as you can see, they're kind of in the process, and I have them check in working. Now, here's one of the key things as an agile coach. I am not doing the work for them. Okay. Got that? As a coach, as a scrum master, I do not do their job. Just like in Jira and everything. Oh, I'm going to move the thing. No, don't. It's their job to do it. I have them do everything, right? I may show them a technique because I know how to do something. I'll show them how it's demonstrated, and then they go do it themselves. I do not do it. I do not cut anything. I do not solder things for them. I don't put it together. I don't read the instructions for them, though I questioned a couple teams. They got their kits the other day, and they opened up the kits and started taking apart. I said, one, do you know you have everything? And two, if you lose any parts of your kit, you cannot build a robot. So what are you doing? Right? And they're like, well, I don't know what everyone else is doing. You're standing right there, right? So it's accountability. I'm trying to get them to learn as a group and not make excuses for things not to happen. So I'm coaching them along the way. But what's really fun about this is that it only takes an hour of my day or my week to go do this. So and I wish more companies would do this, to be honest with you, encourage their developers, their managers to go work with teams of kids and coach them. And what we do as an agile thing, not do the work. And it's great practice because you know how much people resist. Oh, I'm going to move it in Jira. I'll take care of this for them. I'll do this for the team. No, get the team, get everyone on the team. This is great practice. I am not their mom I am their mom and dad, but I'm not their mom and dad. And they have to do it themselves. And I'm encouraging them, where I see so many parents or managers, well, I'll do that for you. I'll tell you how to do it. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. They're like, how many holes do I put in? I don't know. You determine. I said, I just want you to put some holes. You all figure out how you want to put those holes. How long do I cut the pipes? I'm not putting any boundaries. You can make it 20 feet long, but is it going to fit in this big giant plastic tub we have over here for you to float it? There's some limitations. I want to have them observations and things like that to share with them. So this is just like a scrum master. This is like a servant leader where you help them progress, but you don't limit their ability to do it. And some teams came up very simple designs, a little square thing they floated. Some had some rectangles with parts going in the middle, and some were bigger, some were smaller, but they all did it, right? They did it themselves. And so that was good. I just got to remember to take pictures as we go, because I want to share the pictures with the parents, because that way the parents can see how the kids are progressing. So that's one thing. Document, take pictures, videotape, so you have some reference to share with other stakeholders, because the stakeholders in this case are the parents, right? They're stakeholders to this whole process, So I want to make sure the stakeholders can see the progress that the team is doing every week. I didn't take much pictures, but we'll get there. I'll take pictures next week. But I want to share that with the stakeholders. So as you can see, I'm developing a whole Scrum process, a whole agile process of developing product with a bunch of fifth graders through 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, right? Junior high. And have them learn this agile technique. And I'm doing this without really me telling them what to do. So that's the thing. You learn here the great way to practice this thing, so that when you go back in the office, you can practice what you preach, right? So this is one of the things. So I wanted to share that with you. It's a fun thing to do. I really encourage everyone. I hope people talk to their companies more about freedom, because I'm, as a contractor, to be honest with you, I take the hour off. You don't pay me for the hour, so you're not losing any money, and the teams are fine that I'm not there for that 1 hour. There's always other stuff to do. It's not going to hurt. And I will say this as a project manager, program manager, if your company is worried about 1 hour in a week that you're not working on something, you're going to be late. I said it. If you're worried about an hour during an entire week, you're going to be late to delivering your product. You're already started behind schedule, and you're going to be late. So that's just one thing. When people tell me that, I said, then you're going to be late because you started too late and you waited and screwed around, and you really need to work on your agile capability. That's why I'm here. Let's get really true agile. If you're going to worry about an hour, now I'm on a rant. Anyway, so have some fun. do this. I'll send some pictures. Here's it's called Sea Perch. It's a thing that the Navy Department program helped develop for kids to teach them about robotics. And my plan at some point in time is to run this in the river. So we'll put this in the Delaware River. I'm really hoping that they take this basic design and grow upon it and expand capability, which is very agile and thought process. I want to put a camera on it so you can put it on the water and videotape the fish and the trash and the bikes and everything are buried in the Delaware River here in Philadelphia. So we'll see how it goes. And with that, let's do Fortune Cookie Friday. Yay, Fortune Cookie Friday. What's the fortune? And Bubbles, apparently Bubbles likes cookies. She likes her fortune cookie. So she's sitting there staring at me while I open up the fortune cookie. She's like, ooh, what you gonna do with that cookie? Because if I leave this cookie out on my desk, it will be gone on the floor somewhere because someone's going to steal it. So this is what the Agile accountants have to say about this show today, or Agile, or things we talked about. Do we do numbers? We can all use some lucky numbers. 3, 21, 9, 7, 19, and 41. 3, 21, 9, 7, 19, and 41 are the lucky numbers according to the fortune cookie. Here's a good. It could be better, but it's good enough. It could be better, but it's good enough. Just like I was talking about. I just said we wanted the float thing. It's got to fit in the bucket. They decided how they want to do it. I said it's good enough. Whatever they want to do, it's good enough. It meets what we want. Could it be better? Could it be sophisticated and painted and all kinds of elaborate colors and do that and be slick and do all kinds of fancy curves and stuff like that? Yes. But does it need to be? No. It just needs to get them to the next level as we progress. At some point, it has to look like the one I just showed you, but that's in the future. So it's good enough for now. Anyway. All right, so that's the fortune cookie. I want to wish everyone happy scrumming today. Enjoy the weekend, and don't listen to your 10-year-old when they tell you what teams to pick in a playoff football game, because you're not going to do well. But I don't know. It's all luck anyhow. So with that, I say have a great day. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow Saturday. See you on Monday. You might see some posts. I'm going to take that. I got to get a hold of the people for the meetup.com we did, and I'm going to post up some materials. And what do we got here? Mitch. Hey, Mitch. How are you doing, Mitch? Anything good? Hey, you got a hey, Greg from Mitch Goldstein. I know there's a delay. I'm going to put you up there. So Mitch is there. Are you saying, hey, Greg? You want anything you want to add? We'll see. Want to add anything? Let's see. Otherwise, we're going to call it. And there's me and one on Facebook and one on YouTube. It just doesn't quote on LinkedIn. Otherwise, hey, Mitch, send me a note if you want me to bring up something. Let's get together and chat more. Feel free to message me. Oh, by the way, don't forget, if anybody wants to talk about anything about Agile coaching, here we go. Have a good weekend. Remember to relax. Well, there's the Eagles football game. I'm going to relax. Well, I'm not going to relax during the football game. I'll tell you that right now. But as he says, everyone have a great weekend. Relax. Enjoy the weekend. I hope you get to enjoy the weekend. And I am doing the coaching program I have. If you want to reach out and talk about anything over the weekend, explore coaching. I have all weekend, pretty much any spot, 30 minutes. Just go on my site, do a link to the Calendly app, and book 30 minutes. We'll chat, see if the coaching program is right for you. And I'm coming up with a Slack program that you can use, and we'll talk about that more in the future. If we can root for... Okay, Mitch. Mitch is going to root for the Eagles. Thank you, Mitch. All right, take care. There you go. Now you know. There's an official in the LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook world. Mitch Goldstein will be rooting for the Eagles. He is now committed. Have fun. Take care. Enjoy your Friday. Have some fun.